ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
अग्रे बह्नि पृष्ठे भानुः रात्रौ सुमुखसमर्पितजानुः करतलभिक्खस्तरुतलवासः तदपि न मुञ्चत्याशापाशः कुरुते गङ्गा सागरगमनं वृथपरिपालनमथवा दानम् ज्ञानविहीन सर्वमतेन मुक्तिं न भजति जन्मशतेन सुरमन्दिरतरुमूलनिवासः शय्याभूतलमलिनं वासः सर्वपरिग्रहभोगत्यागः कस्य सुखं न करोति विभागः योगरतो वा भोगरतो वा सङ्गरतो वा सङ्गविहीनः यस्य ब्रह्मणि रमते चित्तं नन्दति नन्दति नन्दत्येव भगवद्गीता किञ्चिदधीता गङ्गाजललवकणिका पीता सगृधपि येन मुरारिसमर्चा क्रियते तस्य यमेन न च सा।
योगरतो वा भोगरतो वा सङ्गरतो वा सङ्गविहीनः यस्य ब्रह्मणि रमते चित्तं नन्दति 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 एव. Reveling in spiritual discipline or sense enjoyment, reveling in company or without company, he whose mind rests in Brahman, he is happy, he is happy, he is happy indeed. Meaning he alone can be happy. When he says he alone can be happy, obviously what it means is if your mind is not on reality, you cannot be happy. If your mind is not on reality, your mind is holding on to the unreal. If your mind is not holding on to the reality, then what is the mind focused upon? The mind is focused on the unreal, the temporary. When the mind that is entirely focused on the temporary, unreal, cannot expect itself to be happy and peaceful. The mind that is focused on the temporary, unreal, is designed to be, naturally it will get, naturally there will be that frustration, agitation, etc. Therefore, what is the status of a wise one who has transcended? If you see the sequence, he said, this is not the method, this is not the method, this is not the method, and there is the right method. Suramandira Mula Nivasaha, he said exactly what is the right spiritual practice. Okay, if you do all the spiritual practices rightly, what happens to you? What will happen to that person who's practicing the spiritual practices rightly? He reaches a unique state. He or she doesn't matter. That person reaches a very unique state. What is that unique state that person reaches? Nandati, Nandati, Nandati eva. Meaning happy, happy, happy. Living in the world like any one of us. That is within brackets, we have to understand. He's happy, he's happy, he's happy, living in the same world, meeting with the same people like any one of us. He's not living in a different world. He's not meeting different set of people. He's not living in a different environment altogether. The same environment, the same people, the same situations that we deal with is the same situation that they also deal with. The same people that we are dealing with is the same one they are dealing with. The environment that we are dealing with is the same environment that they are dealing with. Therefore, the situations, the people, the environment, everything being the same, one is happy, happy, happy. Another one is, if we say happy, 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 obviously, what is the other one? Misery, misery, misery alone. Now, how long to keep talking about misery, misery, misery alone? So he says this person alone can be happy, happy, ever happy. A very, we saw this as a very important verse of Bhaja Govindam. Now, we'll try to explore the meaning of these two words. We studied it. Again, we'll try to study the two words, yoga and bhoga. Sangha and Sangha Vihina. So, what is this yoga? What is this bhoga? What is this with company? What is this without company? Yoga is generally translated as spiritual practices. Bhoga is understood as indulgences. Okay. What is the natural cause of indulgence? Remember Bhartrhari, we studied long back. Bhoge roga bhayam. Indulgences will result in roga, diseases. So you cannot indulge and escape diseases. It's not possible. Bhoge roga bhayam, meaning indulgences will give disease. Now, here is this person, what he is talking about is he can be in yoga or he can be in bhoga. Bhoga means unrestricted, unregulated sense contacts. That is bhoga. No restrictions, no regulation, impulsive driven sense contacts is called bhoga. Yoga is, what is opposite of bhoga? Yoga. Now, what does yoga means? If bhoga means impulsive driven sense contact, what should be yoga then? Regulated sense contact. You can't say yoga means indiscriminate spiritual practices, because bhoga means indiscriminate contact. We say then what does yoga means? Yoga means discriminate sense contact. That discriminate sense contact is the spiritual discipline. Now, that your sense contacts can be disciplined, carefully follow. The sense contact can be disciplined without a spiritual goal, or you can be disciplined even without a spiritual goal. Carefully follow. You can be disciplined, your senses, you can have some fair amount of discipline and control, even though you may not have a spiritual goal. Are you able to follow? A person who is disciplined without a spiritual goal, which category that person will fall into? Bhoga only. That person will not fit under yoga. That person will still fit under. That person will not fit under yoga. That person will fit under bhoga. How can you say that? And what is the basis upon which it is said? Without a spiritual goal, if a person is disciplined, that discipline is for attainment of some desire. For the sake of attainment of some worldly desire, a human being can be disciplined. Are you able to follow? That discipline cannot be called as yoga. Why? Because yoga means a sense control, whatever be that, whatever the spiritual practices are, a person does with the conscious ideal of wanting inner transformation. Again, spiritual goal means inner transformation. So a discipline for inner transformation is called yoga. Discipline for inner transformation is called yoga. That discipline for inner transformation again is divided into two stages. Jnana yogena sankhyanam, karma yogena yoginam. Again, that inner discipline for the discipline for inner transformation is divided into two stages again. Two stages means level 1, level 2. But goal is the same. Carefully follow. Goal is the same. What is the goal? Inner transformation. Are able to follow? Inner transformation. Discipline is for what? Discipline is for what? Oh, no, sir. Nowadays, the medical bills are so high and all that. To avoid the medical bills and discipline, I'm exercising and keeping myself fit. Is that yoga? Would you call that as yoga? You will not call it as yoga. Why? That discipline is again, the discipline is not taking you out of punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Are you able to follow? So yoga means inner transformation and wanting to stop this punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Then only it can be called yoga. That's why so many people who follow certain disciplines in the world, when they come into Vedanta, they say, oh, I didn't even know that I was practicing Vedanta, sir. I said, wow, even with knowing only people are not able to follow Vedanta, how is it possible that you are following it even without knowing it? I said, Shankaracharya, Krishnas and all don't understand this kind of Vedanta. It means what? You have been following some disciplines out of some fear. You have been following some disciplines out of something else, not that you are seeking inner transformation. Are you able to follow? So disciplines for the sake of inner transformation is called yoga. What is bhoga? You can be indulgent, or you can be disciplined for the fear of diseases, but all that comes under bhoga, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, correct. Venkat is there, correct. Yeah. Yesterday in the lunch tables, somebody was saying, one of the persons, when you give that, he carries a machine in the hand. Venkat, correct சொல்றேன்னா சொல்லுங்க. Yeah. That person carries that person carries a small machine wherever he goes. So you invite him for lunch in your house, Narayanji. He will come with the machine. And next to the plate, he will keep that machine. You give one chapati, he will put the chapati on the machine and weigh the calories. Wow, what a discipline, sir. Is it yoga or insanity? Would you call it as yoga or would you call it as insanity? It is insanity. Why? Because there is no vision of inner transformation, no nothing. Followed that. This is the climax of the whole story. Followed that. He lost so much of weight. Now he's eating to put on weight. So, and that man is genuinely thinking he's following discipline in both the stages. Are you able to follow? He's genuinely thinking that while weighing also I'm following discipline. Now I am eating also is discipline. Now that still comes under bhoga. That according to Shankaracharya, Bhaja Govindam. Yeah, we may not agree with Shankaracharya. That's a different story. That freedom we have. We may not agree with Krishna, that freedom we have. But what they are saying is what? Will that fit under the definition of yoga or bhoga? You give that person an ice cream. Yeah. If you're offered an ice cream, you should ask which flavor, isn't it? What flavor, which flavor you should ask. You don't ask the calories, isn't it? You don't ask calorie. That's all. Does it come under yoga or bhoga? It's bhoga only. It's bhoga only. But that person genuinely believes that. And anytime he comes for Vedanta lunches or dinner, he'll get irritated because our Vedanta lunches and dinner, Soumitra, you have not seen that. You have not seen that. Okay. Okay. You come to your cousin's place when I am there, you will know. Isn't it? Huh? You come to your cousin's place when I am there. See, normally you go, they will give you one item, no? They will give you one or two only, no? That also half the time you have to make, isn't it? Just one. Half the time that also you have to make. Isn't it? When I go, you should see that. 5 fruits will be there cut. That only is one food, isn't it? Something else will come, and then something else will come, and then by the time we finish breakfast, dinner time comes. And in between lunch also we would have had. Why? That is how much to eat, how much not to eat, what not to eat. Is it bhoga or yoga it is? Is it bhoga or yoga? Even if so much is there, you will know how to be disciplined is yoga. Are you able to follow? Even if so much is there, you receive the love, you receive the affection, and you can still be there. That is called yoga. Are you able to follow? Opposite of that is no. Take away everything. I am a renunciate. I am a spiritual person. I will just have. Again, does it come under yoga? No, that still comes under bhoga. Are you able to follow? So, what does yoga means? A lifestyle for inner transformation is yoga. Are you able to follow? It has got nothing to do with the quantum or anything. A lifestyle for inner transformation is yoga, and that lifestyle is of two types: jnana yogena sankyanam, karma yogena yoginam. If you are in the initial stages, you have to practice the life of. In the initial stages, you practice the life of yogi. In the later stages, you follow the life of a sannyasi, yogi and sannyasi in the Bhagavad Gita language. In the classic Vedic language, pravritti and nivritti. Forget the pravritti and nivritti word. We don't want to add one more vocabulary and add to the confusion. Just use the word yogi and sannyasi. But technically, it's called pravritti and nivritti. Pravritti means active. Nivritti means withdrawn. Pravritti, nivritti. One means you get into an active lifestyle. Another is a withdrawn lifestyle. Yoga means you could be a withdrawn lifestyle or active lifestyle. Yoga. Then what is bhoga means for this person? This person who has the vision of inner transformation lives in the same world, enjoys everything like any one of us. Able to follow. In the same world, he also lives. That person also enjoys everything like any one of us. Yoga ratova, bhoga ratova. It means that person can be in yoga or bhoga. Carefully follow. This, I said it last week. This verse is talking about a ultimate freedom that we all can experience. Carefully follow. Don't take it as a sadhana. Don't take it as a practice. Practice is going to come later. He has said already some practices, and then later on he's going to give a lot of practices, what we are going to call as antaranga sadhana, bahiranga sadhana, etc. All that we are going to study later. This verse specifically is talking about what? A a glorious state a human being can reach. What is an extraordinary, glorious state a human being can reach? What is that state the human being can reach? Vidhi Nisheda. Remember that? Last week we said Vidhi Nisheda. Vidhi Nisheda means no prescription for this person. No prescription for this person means what? He can be in yoga, he can be in bhoga. For us, there is a prescription. What is the prescription for us? Be in yoga and don't get into bhoga. Correct? Be in company. Satsangatve nissangatvam. Keep satsang and avoid dussang. That is the discipline that is given to us. Carefully follow. The discipline that is given to us is be in yoga and avoid bhoga. Be in satsang and avoid dussang. The freedom that this person experiences is what? The freedom that this person experiences is can be in yoga, can be in bhoga, can be in satsanga, can be in dussanga. Company means satsanga. Without company means run away from. Now, with company, without company, meaning in satsang or dussang, that person can be extremely happy. Now, without company doesn't mean he's going and sitting in one forest. It doesn't mean that. Even though the literal meaning is what? With company means he is with people in the world. Without company means leaving everything and going to the Himalayan forest. That is the straight literal meaning of the word. That's a very literal meaning of the word. Now what we are trying to do is, could there be something beyond the literal meaning? Could there be something beyond the linguistic meaning also? Now, when you try to read the scripture from that angle, you can dig up more and more and more. What is it that you can dig up? Company means satsang. Without company means what? Like put a comparative chart. What is a comparative chart for us? And what is a comparative chart for him? Put the two charts, both sides, you will understand. English chart போட்டு காமிச்சிருங்களா சார்னா I don't do all that. Why can't you put the chart and show to us in easy, no? In one PPT it can be shown, no? No, you make the chart by yourself in your head. Then only it will stay with you. I have made my chart, that's all. Are you able to follow? Now, a person seeking inner transformation on the one side. A person not seeking inner transformation on the other side. A person who has transformed. Moon category. There are three categories. What are the three categories? A person not seeking inner transformation, another person seeking inner transformation, the third category. What is the third category? The one who is already transformed. Now, who can describe that one who is already transformed? Only a transformed person can say that. So he is saying yogaratova, bhogaratova, etc. And the Vedas recognizing the glory and status of that person, they say, last week itself I said, that one person who has complete freedom. That one person alone has complete freedom. What is freedom in Vedanta? What is freedom in Vedanta? Freedom means freedom from karma. Freedom means freedom from karma. Oh God, what a freedom it is and how dangerous it is also. Freedom means freedom from karma. Freedom from karma means what? Manasam karma, vachikam karma, kayikam karma, whatsoever you can do. Absolutely no consequences. How dangerous it is. On one side, it is asuric, it is rakshasa, it is. Are you able to follow? But this person, because of the spiritual practices, the inner transformation, and the no ego, etc., has the inner freedom. With that inner freedom, that person will have that person will still have a very different conduct outside. Please understand. That person will still have a tapasvi external conduct, a disciplined external conduct. Still he will follow, still he will pretend as though he is following the rules, etc. Why? Even though the inner freedom is there, why that person still follow the rules, still obey the rules, still follow the rules, pretend to be so? Why? Correct. Yadyata charati sreshtaha tat eva itarjanah sayat pramanam kurute lokaha tat anuvartate. Verse number 21, chapter 3. This person has become a sreshta. This person has become a sreshta means this person has become the guide for the entire society. Now nobody can understand his inner status. So what will they go by? They go by his achara, the conduct. So that they will go by the conduct. Therefore, what this person will do, even though that inner freedom is there, the conduct will still be beautiful. Why? Because very difficult for any one of us to go into the inner nature, but we all can understand only through the conduct. Yatyata charati sreshtaha. Tattad eva itara janah. Sayat pramanam kurute lokaha. Lokaha means sayat pramanam kurute. Whatever they do, carefully follow. Sayat pramanam kurute. Whatever they do becomes the pramanam. That word is there. No, I'm not putting in words. Sayat pramanam kurute. Your conduct becomes a pramanam. அங்க பிரத்யக்ஷம் அனுமானம் என்னெல்லாமோ போட்டு குழப்பிக்கிட்டு இல்லையா, நத்திங் இஸ் அண்டர்ஸ்டுட் இல்லையா, பிரத்யக்ஷமும் புரியல, ஸ்ரத்தாவும் புரியல, தலை சுத்துறது, isn't it? Head is going for a spin, not knowing what is Brahmanam and all that. There he said very clearly, verse number 21, chapter 3, Sayat Pramanam Kurute. Kurute Pramanam. Yatu Kurute Pramanam. Yatu Kurute Pramanam means whatsoever they do becomes the code. Whatever they do becomes the code. Lokaha tat anuvartate. Lokaha tat anuvartate means everybody will follow what? The kurute becomes the pramanam. Whatsoever you do, your conduct becomes the pramanam. Lokaha tat anuvartate. They follow that. Why? Because you are a sreshta. Because you are a sreshta. Yatyata acharati. Acharati comes from the word achara. Achara means the code of conduct. Oh, whatever be that achara is. Nowadays, this achara and all has become such a nishiddha word. Yeah, nobody wants to follow achara, or everybody says, I will follow my own achara, sir, according to my circumstances. In Chennai, it is possible, sir, but in Bangalore, it is not possible. In Bangalore, it is possible, sir, but in Mumbai, it is not possible. It is possible in Mumbai, sir, but in Singapore, it is not possible. I don't know. Singapore also it is possible, sir. Hong Kong, impossible. Yeah. Aduvosarame, I am traveling through Hong Kong, Shailesh. So what is that Hong Kong? Hong Kong, it is Hong Kong, it's okay, sir. Dubai, impossible. How is it possible in Dubai, sir? You come here and live, you will know achara and all is impossible. Sir, Dubai is very easy, sir, because Dubai looks like India only, isn't it? Dubai looks like Mumbai only. Dubai looks like India only. You come to Africa, it is, I don't know, where is achara possible then? You come to Chennai, Chennai fellow says, Chennai is corrupted, sir. You go to the village, you can't stay for more than 10 minutes there. Even before going only, we are planning how to get back. So what is this achara? A disciplined life for inner transformation. Everybody follow? A disciplined life for inner transformation is what we have to follow. So go back to the chart. 3 categories of people. The one who doesn't want inner transformation. The one who wants inner transformation. The one who's already transformed. All our shastras, we will be doing only comparative studies of these 3. Sometimes we will do comparative studies between who? The one who doesn't want inner transformation and the one who's seeking inner transformation. That comparison we will do sometimes. We'll say, oh, this person is worldly, materialistic, suffering, etc. So it means what? The person not seeking inner transformation versus inner transformation. Now, in this verse, who's the comparison? The one who's seeking inner transformation versus the one who's already transformed. The one who has transformed has a freedom. What is that freedom? He can be in yoga, he can be in bhoga. From outside, he may look like he's indulging. From outside, he may look like he's having a abstaining. Yoga and bhoga. With company, without company. With company means what? Sangaratova, Sangha Vihinaha. Sangha means company. Now, what does company means? At one level, Sangha means with people, without people. That is one level of interpretation. Another level of interpretation of Sangaratova, Sangha Vihinaha means this person can be in any ashrama. A person of Grihastha ashrama or Sannyasa ashrama. Sangaratova, Sangha Vihinaha means he can be Grihastha ashrama means with company. Sannyasa ashrama means without company. Obviously, company without company here means human beings only. Are you able to follow? Obviously, here company or without company means human beings only. How do you say that? In any part of the globe you go, even if you go to the Himalayas also, some company will be there, isn't it? Human company may not be there, but you will still have the company of scorpions, monkeys, snakes, tigers, everything. Something will be there. So, what is with company, without company means beings, human beings, or with human being or without human being. So, we restrict the company here to human beings alone. Are you okay till now? Company means with human beings, without human beings. With human being company is called what? Grihastha ashrama. Because in Grihastha ashrama, when you are living a householder life, you are surrounded by people, you have your obligations, you do whatever you want to do. That is one lifestyle. A enlightened person can live a Grihastha lifestyle. A enlightened person can live a withdrawn lifestyle of sannyasa lifestyle. Are you able to follow? Again, a enlightened person can live a grihastha lifestyle, or a enlightened person can live a lifestyle of a withdrawn lifestyle. Withdrawn lifestyle means sannyasi lifestyle. Whether whatsoever lifestyle he is living, he is happy, he is happy, he is happy. Are you able to follow? A grihastha ashrama person will miss grihastha ashrama. Are able to follow? Supposing Grihastha ashrama person will go to some other place, after a few months, 3 months, 1 or 2, 3 years, they will start missing people, isn't it? Supposing a sannyasa ashrama person will miss sannyasa, isn't it? Oh my God, I can't deal with people now. I just have to go back. Go back into, I don't know, wherever he'll go, isn't it? I need my space, I need my time, I need my place, and go and sit in wherever they go. Are you able to follow? Sangaratova, Sangha Vihinaha. Sangha means he can choose to be in a lifestyle of Grihastha, or he can choose to be in the lifestyle of Sannyasa. Whether he is a Grihastha or a Sannyasi, he is happy, he is very happy. Are you able to follow? In the case of the person who is not seeking inner transformation is very clear. What? A person not seeking inner transformation, the ideas and all is very clear. What? With this particular person, except this one particular person, I can deal with everybody, sir. This one person alone I cannot handle. Rest of them I can handle. That except that one or two people I can handle the rest. Who says this? A person not seeking inner transformation. A person seeking inner transformation will say, a person seeking inner transformation will say what? It has got nothing to do with that person. It is me. I should make an attempt to change myself. That is the person seeking inner transformation. Okay, you do all that, and having attained inner transformation, whether that person is there or not there, you are happy, you are happy, you are happy. Are you able to follow? Why? Because you are not linking your happiness to company or without company. You are not linking your happiness to yoga or bhoga. Yeah. What is linking happiness to you, bhoga? Carry the weighing machine and weigh the chapati everywhere. What will you do? Yeah. What will you do there? That is indulging in, that is indulging in discipline. Indulgence. Indulgence in discipline. That is why, have you ever observed that every 2 years, 3 years, one thing will come and everybody will follow that? At one point of time, they said, if you don't eat almonds, you will die, isn't it? Now they are saying, if you don't eat pista, you will die. And then 3 years later, they will say, if you don't eat cashews, now you have eaten badam, you have eaten pista, you have eaten cashews, diseases are increasing. No, nothing is changing. Why? Why? A person seeking inner transformation gets into these extremes, isn't it? Extremes. Quinoa upma. Correct? Quinoa vada. Am I saying it correctly? Am I pronouncing it rightly? Quinoa. I don't know what it is made up of. Which plant it comes from only, it's very difficult to understand. So you look at it, it doesn't look like it is coming out of a plant only in the first place. Quinoa. It goes on. Indulging in discipline. Why indulging in discipline? Fear of, indulging in discipline is fear of dying. That's all. Fear of dying, fear of old age. Yeah, fear of dying, fear of old age. You fear of dying, fear of old age, you indulge in discipline and get back into the and get back into the same problem. Yoga ratova, bhoga ratova. It means what? This person here, what a freedom this person is enjoying. Are you able to follow? The freedom that this person is enjoying is everything that this person does will be a achara. What is the enlightened person lifestyle? A beautiful achara will be there in that lifestyle. Are you able to follow? Beautiful achara. Opposite of achara is temporary disciplines. Opposite of achara is durachara, it's called. Achara is called durachara. Durachara means indiscriminate, being disciplined indiscriminately. You can be indiscriminately indisciplined. You can be indiscriminately disciplined, but common factor is what? Indiscriminate. That is bhoga. Yoga means seeking inner transformation. So a person seeking inner transformation will have a lifestyle. A person in bhoga will have a lifestyle. Are you able to follow now? Yoga and bhoga. A person seeking inner transformation will have a lifestyle. A person not seeking inner transformation, a bhogi will have a lifestyle. Who is this person? he can effortlessly move into both the lifestyles. Are you able to follow now? He can effortlessly move into both the lifestyles. Why? Because deep inside him, he's happy, he's happy, he's happy. Because he comes in with contentment and happiness, because he's walking in with contentment and happiness, apuryamanam machala pratishtham. Since he's already coming in with contentment and happiness, whatsoever is given will not add up to it. Whatsoever is taken away also will not add up to a misery. Apuryamanam machala pratishtham means verse number 70, 70 of chapter 2, where the Siddha Prajna is explained. Like the river entering the ocean. The river entering the ocean. Yeah. Khalil Gibran says, the last minute the river is trembling, he says. The river is trembling to enter the ocean. It looks back. It looks back. What all it looks back? It looks back at the journey, isn't it? It looks back at all the journey it has gone through and looks at the ocean in front. At that time, he says, the river trembles. What is the trembling? I'm lost completely in that. My God, I will be lost completely in that. There is no more individual. There is no more individual identity. There is no more individual identity. But the river has no choice to go back. The river cannot go back. You have no choice to go back. Therefore, what it just enters. The moment it enters, it understands that it didn't lose anything at all. The moment the river enters the ocean and merges with the ocean, what the river understands? What the river understands? Small. What is the largest river? Amazon, Naila. I don't know. Some river, no, Ganges and all is not the largest. It's a very thing that the Brahmaputra is still bigger than that. There are so many rivers which are now take the largest river of the world. Take the largest river map and look at the ocean. How does the largest river look like in comparison to the ocean? It's like a small stream, isn't it? It's like a small stream it is. But that small stream appears to be largest, biggest, etc., etc., etc. But then it is so worried about leaving that. It's so worried about leaving that individual identity. It's so worried about leaving that individual identity. The moment it comes there and it comes near the ocean, it enters the ocean, what happens? What it loses and what it gains. What has it actually lost anything? Logical plane, it looks like it has lost its identity. On a logical plane, it looks like it has lost its identity. But the river is dancing and dancing in the ocean. Why? Because it says, I didn't lose anything. What I am now? What I am now? I am not Amazon in the ocean. Carefully follow. I am not Nile in the ocean. I am not Ganges in the ocean. அப்படியே கண்டினியூ பண்ணின்னு போனா விஜய், I am not Kuvam in the ocean. Isn't it? Yeah. Kuvam is the holiest of all, which runs here in Chennai. Have you ever been to Chennai, Silky? You have not been here, no? If you come, I will take you. Holiest river, but we will not go for, we will not go there for dipping and all. We will not go there. We will wear mask and go. We will wear mask and go. Now, that Ganges entering the ocean, it will not say, I am Ganges in the ocean. I am not Amazon in the ocean. I am not Nile in the ocean. I am not Kuvam in the ocean. I am the ocean. Are you able to follow? Nandati, Nandati, Nandati eva. Because I have become the ocean, because I have become the ocean, there is nothing that is gained, there is nothing that is lost. You don't gain anything by living a yoga lifestyle. You don't lose anything by living a boga lifestyle. Are you able to follow? You will not lose anything with some company. You will not lose anything by avoiding some company. Now, does that verse make sense? Yogaratova, Bhogaratova, Sangaratova, Sanga Vihina. Why? Yasya Brahmani Ramate Chittam. In Brahman, in reality, that status, that ultimate status of human, not human perfection, the perfection of life itself, the glory of life itself, the glory of creation itself. What? That state. What is that state? That state of reality. With that awareness of reality, he comes into Bhoga. One extra scoop of ice cream he will not fear. That's what he's saying. That one extra scoop of ice cream will not give you diabetes is there. That one extra scoop of ice cream will not give fear. Water will not be there for 2-3 hours. You will not think, oh my God, I'm going to get dehydrated and I'm going to get, if I don't keep sipping, I'll get dehydrated and I will yoga or boga sangaratova sanga dinaha. Are you able to follow? Very beautiful verse. Yogaratova, bhogaratova, sangaratova, sanga vihina. Okay. For the person who's practicing it, are you okay till now? For the person who's trying to get to that state, the example we gave last week, based on the Acharya's example, hold on to the rails and get into the Ganges. Hold on to, before stepping on the Ganges, hold on to the rail. That holding on to the rail is pravritti nivritti lifestyle, a yogi lifestyle or a sannyasi lifestyle. Hold on to it firmly. If you are not holding on to that firmly, you will be carried away. In the boga lifestyle will sweep you away. The boga lifestyle will sweep you away that you will lose everything. Then, what is the other way? What is the other way? This is the way. What is it? That lifestyle of yoga, you have to hold on to, as you will hold on to the rails before you step into the Ganges. When you are seeking inner transformation, there are two levels: yogi and sannyasi. Isavasya Upanishad says it very beautifully, isn't it? Isavasya Upanishad said it very beautifully. Tena tyaktena bunjida magrida kasya svidhanam. If you can't do that, kurvanneveha karmani. If you can't live that lifestyle, what is that lifestyle? That lifestyle of nivritti. If you are not mature to that lifestyle, go back to not going back. It's not a regression. You overestimated yourself and gotten into wrong ashrama. Are you able to follow? A sannyasi, that's why they ask, if a sannyasi falling, where will the sannyasi fall? Where will the sannyasi fall? The sannyasi will not fall. A person can overestimate oneself to be a sannyasi, take to that lifestyle, make errors, makes mistake in that lifestyle. By the fact that the errors and mistakes are made at that lifestyle, it means, what does it mean? That person is not matured enough to do that lifestyle. Therefore, a person have your right assessment and start at your level. What is starting at your level means a yogi, a grihastha lifestyle. What is a grihastha lifestyle means? Nitya naimittika karma. Nitya naimittika karma is grihastha lifestyle. Second aspect of grihastha lifestyle is not seeking change in environment and company. Another important aspect of grihastha lifestyle is not seeking change in environment and company. Not seeking change in environment and company means what? Divorce Allah not allowed. Yeah, divorces Allah not not allowed here. Why? Because it's not in the company, it's not in the person, it's in the inner. It's in the inner transformation. But sir, if I get a better person, transformation will be easy, no? Wow. That Bhoga lifestyle will not leave, isn't it? That Bhoga lifestyle will not leave because the mind can come and say, what you are saying is correct, sir, but supposing if I get a better person, supposing if I am in the company of Shankaracharya, what will happen? Shankaracharya will run away, isn't it? Yeah, Shankaracharya will run away. Krishna will run away. A person seeking inner transformation will live up to the ideals. Vivekananda said it so beautifully. I have quoted it a million times till now. Vivekananda said there are only two types of people in this planet, he said. One who can lift themselves up for the sake of the ideal. Others bring the ideals down. One set can lift themselves up. Those who lift themselves up are the ones seeking inner transformation. Those who can lift themselves up are the ones who are seeking inner transformation. Those who brings the ideals down, they can never reach the. Are able to follow? Therefore, what is the grihastha lifestyle means? What is the yogi lifestyle means? A lifestyle of grihastha. What is the lifestyle of grihastha? Nitya naimittika karma. Yeah. Where you are is best suited for your growth. But if I have outgrown that, sir, what will happen? If you have outgrown that, what will happen? You need not make a plan to run away. It will drop by itself. You need not make a plan to run away. It will drop by itself. And when it drops, how it drops? Urvarukamiva bandhanat. When it drops, it will drop like a cucumber dropping, he says. Trayambakam yajamahe sugandim Shtivardhanam Urvarugamiva Bandhanat Mrityor Mukshiyamam Amritat. What is called as Mahamrityunjaya mantra. People also call it as actually it's called Bhasmadharana. It's called Bhasmadharana mantra, popularly known as Mahamrityunjaya. Mahamrityunjaya means you repeat it, you will not die. You repeat it, you will still die only. Isn't it? You repeat it, you will still die. It's called Bhasmadharana mantra. Bhasmadharana mantra means when you put the dot in your head, assuming that you are putting, yeah, doesn't matter even if you don't put, say the mantra at least. Yeah. Trayambakam yajamahe sugandim Shtivardhanam Urvarukamiva bandhanat. Urvarukam iva bandha. When you outgrow a level, how that outgrowing will happen? Sir, now that I have grown, I have decided to drop. Oh, you have decided to drop. Very good. We'll stay quiet. Somebody comes and says, I have decided to drop. We'll just stay quiet. What can be told? Maybe they have found a new method which Vedas didn't know. But the Vedic method is very clear. What is that method? Urvarukam iva bandha. What does Urvarukam means? Urvarukam means cucumber. Sanskrit is Urvarukam. In English, it is called as cucumber. When you outgrow a level, your outgrowing will be like the cucumber dropping. And how does the cucumber drop? How does the coconut drop from the coconut tree? Yeah, how does the coconut drop from the coconut tree? That all mandailam odayum, isn't it? You stand under that, your head will break, isn't it? How does the mango drop? How does any fruits drop? It will detach and drop from the tree. Cucumber means that entire family. They're just using cucumber is that entire family. You take it as urvarukam cucumber. And what does the cucumber do? It's grown in every other thing. The tree remains in the same place. The fruit drops. In urvarukam, the tree keeps moving. The tree keeps moving. Number one, because what is it called? Creeper, it's creeper family, yeah. Okay, whatever be that family. Creeper only it looks so ugly, isn't it? Beautiful family Urvarukam. Creeper, big creepy. Don't say creeper, I'll simply say Urvarukam. It goes. In all other thing, the fruit drops and the tree remains. Here, the tree moves and the fruit is still touching it. So, for naked perception, it looks like it's in contact. You go and pick it up, you will know that it has dropped long back. When you go and pick it up only, you will know that it has dropped long back. Urvarugamiva bandhanat. So when you mature, you don't mature like the coconut falling from the tree. How do you mature? You don't mature like the coconut falls from the tree. You mature like urvarukam, like the cucumber. It means what? You are in it. Yogaratova, bogaratova. That's what it means. You are in it. You are in it, and yet you are not in it. Why? Because you are happy, you are happy, you are happy. Now we are in something only because that something is going to give happiness. When that something is not giving happiness, we cut and run away. In this person case, he is there, but I don't know. Try it out. Huh? I have tried it out. Beautiful it is. You go and pick up the cucumber, you know that it is already detached. But when you look, it's still touching. It is still touching. What is that? First, you live a particular lifestyle. Grihastha lifestyle. What is Grihastha lifestyle? Grihastha lifestyle in Bhagavad Gita terminology is called Karma Yoga lifestyle. Carefully follow. Grihastha lifestyle in Bhagavad Gita terminology is called Karma Yoga lifestyle. Not knowing, not understanding it rightly, they think Karma Yoga lifestyle means running away from Grihastha itself. Again, I repeat. What is called as Grihastha lifestyle in the Vedas, Krishna calls it as Karma Yoga lifestyle in Bhagavad Gita. Now, those who have read Bhagavad Gita, I tell you, most of them thinks Karma Yoga means running away from Grihastha activities. No. You run away from indulgent activities. You don't run away from Grihastha activities. You don't run away from Grihastha activities. You run away from indulgent activities, you run away. Are you able to follow? Therefore, the first one is what? What is called as Karma Yoga lifestyle is nothing but a Grihastha lifestyle. That's what Kurvan Neveha Karmani Isavasya says. By performing karma, Iha Kuru means do your karma here. Do your karma here means in that ashrama. See, nowadays, we lost that concept of it. We think it is like the Grihastha ashram and all. We have started thinking as though we can just pick up and drop. Yeah. Please, nowadays, why even at least picking and dropping? Nowadays, why even pick it up in the first place? Yeah, why even pick it up in the first place? Sir, last week, I don't know, 2 weeks back, sir, Hmm. Do you think long distance relationship works, sir? I'm like, what? Long distance relationship. தெரியுமா long distance relationship என்னன்னு? ஆ? தெரியுமா? Hmm. 60 yearsல she is knowing what is long distance relationship. என்னத்த சொல்றது? Hmm. Do you know what long distance relationship is? She doesn't know. வெங்கட், long distance relationshipனா தெரியுமா? Hmm. Hmm. ஆ, அவருக்கும் தெரியாது. Everybody is knowing. பக்கத்துல இருந்தாலே relationship is not working, isn't it? See, next to each other only relationship is not working. How the relationship they think is going to work through Zoom calls, I don't know. Yeah. Because they have their freedom, I have my freedom, and still we'll be having a relationship. Okay. Sir, the advantage of long distance, sir, we don't have to go through the pain of legal formalities. Abdina, what does it mean? They have already decided. What they have decided already? What is the decision that's being made already? For time pass, we are together. There is no responsibility, no nothing. For indulgences purposes, we'll be together. Once we get bored of each other without any complications, we will, we will move. Are you able to follow? For indulgence purposes, we will be together. Once that indulgence period is over and we are bored of each other, you go your way, I go my way, but then we don't have to go to the court and compensation and all that. Yeah. அதுக்கு தான் ப்ரீநப்டும் போட்டுக்கணும், isn't it? And what is that prenup? Oh, correct? Am I saying it rightly? Oh. Am I saying it rightly, Soumitra? You are the lawyer here, no? Oh, yeah. Prenup. Prenup means what? We will divorce for sure. We will divorce for sure. If we divorce, my wealth will stay with me and your wealth will stay with you. I will not ask your wealth and you should not ask my wealth. I tell you, in the last 3-4 years, how many people told me, sir, I am very safe, sir. People tell me I'm safe. I said, what do you mean safe? I have a prenup agreement. I am safe. I have a prenup agreement. I am prenup means before marriage. Whatever is your financial status, otherwise you have to give compensation and all that. No. Why do I have to give? No, nothing has to be. Krishna, Shankaracharya and all don't understand this lifestyle. Yeah, they are all very backward. We are all progressing. They are regressing. Amit, in Vedanta class, you will not progress. In Vedanta class, you will regress. Yeah, we will go back. What is regression now? What is regression now? Grihastha lifestyle, there is karma yoga, there is responsibilities, there is obligations. You need to be in it, you need to fulfill it, and if you have fulfilled it, nature will take you out. Nature will take you out. You don't have to drop. Are you will follow? You don't have to drop. Okay, even if you decide to drop, because some people do that, even if you decide to drop, you cannot self-certify yourself. Who has to certify? Even if you decide to leave the Grihastha lifestyle and take up Sannyasa lifestyle, again the Vedas are very clear. You can't self-certify and start by yourself. Two people have to decide that. Two people must give sanction. Who are the two? One is the Guru and the other is the mother. Mother must tell you, you are fit. Why mother? Why mother? The way that she knows you, nobody else can know. That's why we get very irritated with her. You know, fathers can be fooled very easily. You know that, no? So they, right? No, fathers can be fooled very easily. Yeah, all that they have to do what? One smile and do this, do this. That's it. Fathers are just gone. Gone case there, isn't it? Mothers, impossible. Looks like they are the weak. Looks like they are that outside, isn't it? Looks like they are that. Oh my God, I tell you, they are impossible there. Therefore, the Shastra said, if you decide to change your lifestyle, it requires a different maturity. It means you do not know about yourself. Two people have to do that. Who are the two? Those who know about you rightly. They decide. And both of them will say what? Go back. Both of them will say, go back, go back. And when they say go back, you'll get irritated. Why? Because when they say go back, you'll get very irritated. And why will you get irritated? You have assumed a status about your own self. They say go back, go back. Are you able to follow? So two lifestyles. For the one who's seeking inner transformation, two lifestyle. One is the Grihastha lifestyle first. Once you live that Grihastha lifestyle in the way it ought to be done, etc., there will be that inner maturity. That inner maturity is called, this is the greatest Vedantic Vedic contribution to life. It's called Grihastha Sannyasa. It is not sannyasi, it is Grihastha Sannyasa. Grihastha Sannyasa means living in the household with the clear understanding. What? I am not dependent on the setup for happiness. I am happy already. Are you able to follow? Otherwise, we are dependent on the setup for happiness. You don't sit there and say, I have nothing to do with you. And yet I'll be here. No, not that state. The detachment also is not detachment is also not understood rightly. That's why I spend a lot of time, the few sessions before, a couple of sessions before this, about detachment itself. Isn't it? A detachment means freedom from misery is detachment. Freedom from misery is what is called as detachment. Now, we think detachment means detachment from people and situation and environment. Detachment is not from people, situation, environment. Detachment is from misery. Why do we want detachment from people, situation, environment? Because we think they are causing misery. Isn't it? We want freedom from them because we think, we are so deeply convinced that they are causing misery. Vedanta comes and says, no, they don't cause misery, they exist. They are there. They are there with their own swabhava, with their own gunas. They are there. Nama Rupa. They are there. They exist with their Nama Rupa. With their Nama Rupa means they exist with they exist according to what? Nama Rupa Guna Karma. Everybody will have a name, form, guna, and they will be acting according to that. And they will be acting according to the Nama Rupa Guna. Are you able to follow? Everybody does it. Oh, that is what is causing misery, sir. Therefore, I drop it and want to go to somewhere else. Say, no, we don't do that. So it means what? A person seeking inner transformation, a lifestyle is Grihastha lifestyle. And when you are matured into that Grihastha lifestyle, nature itself will transform you. Nature itself transforming you means what? Whatever is needed for your next level of growth will be supplied. You don't sit and create it. Just just mature. It will be supplied. Law of demand and supply. Nowadays, there is no law of demand and supply. Even if the person is not ready, advertise and create the demand. Even if the person can't afford it, advertise it in such a way that the person genuinely believes, without it I cannot live, isn't it? Huh? Without it I cannot live. No. What is the glory? Grihastha Grihastha sannyasa. That's where you find all the gods will be of the family. You will never have a single god. You will never have a brahmachari god. All gods would have been a brahmachari at one stage in their life. Have you ever noticed it? All gods would have been a brahmachari at one stage in life, and all the gods will become grihastha at another stage in life, and then happily ever after they live. I have never seen a god renouncing and running away, isn't it? Akar rope gods, have you ever seen? Akar rope gods, na brahmachari, childhood. Yeah. Akar rope god means childhood god, that is. A god, they will never ever do that. It means what? Grihastha sannyasa. That is one. Look at the Vedic rishis, look at everybody. All of them were the biggest problem nowadays is Grihastha is that Grihastha lifestyle looks like the Karma Yoga lifestyle looks like an inferior lifestyle. And I don't know. Sannyasa means you don't do anything. In sannyasa, they want to do so many things, isn't it? That's why I always say you can book tickets wearing normal shorts and t-shirt. When you book tickets wearing normal shorts and t-shirt, you will look like a indulgent person. You book tickets wearing ochre robe. You book flight tickets wearing ochre robe. Does it become spiritual? Does it become spiritual? But today, genuinely believe it is spiritual. That's why they have such a wrong notion about a lifestyle. Thousands and thousands of ochre robe people everywhere, but not one inner transformed soul. Why? Because gradations you must go. Gradually you must grow. Jnana yogena sankhyanam, karma yogena yoginam. Reverse it. Karma yogena yoginam, and then go to jnana yogena sankhyanam. But then why do you glorify that, sir? Why don't you glorify karma yoga? Why do you glorify that? Shastras glorify that because that society was already so much involved in that karma yoga lifestyle. So the next one was highlighted. Today, mechanically, we can't highlight that lifestyle. Today, we have to reverse the life. Today, we have to change it. Where it has to be changed today? It has to be changed to Karma Yoga lifestyle. Why? Because people are running away from. People want to run away from that. And whenever they run, they are very convinced the problem is with the other. The problem is outside. They are so convinced. Are you able to follow? Then, what is the sannyasa means? Sannyasa is a lifestyle where nididhyasana practice happens. Sannyasa means a lifestyle of nididhyasana practice. What is nididhyasana practice? At one level, you will say God is all pervading. In nididhyasana, you should say, I am all pervading. Don't try that. You can say, I am all pervading. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. You can try that. That's what these people are doing, which is putting the cart before the horse. Therefore, what does it mean? When you are seeking inner transformation, number one, a grihastha lifestyle. What is a grihastha lifestyle? A grihastha lifestyle of nitya naimittika karma by gratitude. Nitya naimittika karma backed by gratitude, not out of emotional bondage. When they say don't be bound, they think they have dropped nitya naimittika karma thinking that they are free from bondage. Are you able to follow the mistake that people make? Do your nitya naimittika karma, but don't be emotionally bound. Don't be possessive. Don't be possessive. When they say don't be possessive, it's easy to drop the possessions. Because you carry the possessiveness, wherever you go, the same possessiveness will continue. Yeah. That is why they will start an ashram and do the same indulgence and politics in the ashram. Why? Sir, why politics in ashram, sir? I said, what do you mean why politics in ashram? Of course, there will be maximum politics there also. Why? Because who are living there? Shankaracharya, Ramatirtha, Krishna, Buddha, Mahavira, they all will live together. Huh? Why will they live together? What will they do with each other? Yeah, what can they even do with each other? They will follow. Therefore, what is the proper way? A grihastha lifestyle of nitya naimittika karma, dharma. That's why the dharma has to be retold again. In the name of Vedas and Vedanta and spirituality, dharma is lost, and they simply do whatever they want to do and come back and say Vedanta is not working, spiritual path is not working. How it will work when dharma is not known? Therefore, a dharmic lifestyle, a grihastha lifestyle. You live that for a period of time, you mature. Maturity means what? Sannyasa. What will you do in sannyasa? I am Atma Brahma. I am Atma Brahma. This I am Atma Brahma in English will be called as, instead of saying God is all pervading, you will say, at one stage you can say God is all pervading. At another stage you will say I am all pervading. When you keep doing this, sannyasa, you reach a stage. What is the stage? Seeking inner transformation to being inner transformed. Past tense. Seeking inner transformation. Your inner transformation has happened. For that person, where that inner transformation has happened, that person has this, that person alone can be free. What is that freedom that person alone can have? Yogarato va, bhogarato va, sangarato va, sangavihina. Out of ignorance, an indulgent person also assumes they also have this freedom. That's the problem of today. Out of ignorance, a person who this freedom which is reserved only to the highest category, the person at the a person at a lower level also assumes they have that freedom, and they do things. You may think you have freedom, but the law doesn't recognize that. Ingada dharma comes in. You may think you have freedom and do whatever you want, but the law doesn't recognize that. The law tells you. How does the law tell you? By making you pay the price, the law tells you what? Yeah. Don't overestimate and do things about yourself. Don't overestimate and do things about yourself. That is dharma. Yogarato va, bhogarato va, sangarato va, sanga vihinaha. Yasya brahmani ramate chittam nandati nandatyeva. Why this person is happy? A quiet mind is a joyful mind. Mind making noises all the time. Traffic jam. Yeah. Mind making too much of noises and gridlocked, traffic jam. How can it be happy? It can't be happy. Yogarato va, bhogarato va, sangarato va, sanga vihinaha. And what is Brahman? What is this freedom? Freedom is a state where you wake up. After waking up, you are fully established in the waking state. Vijay, you are fully established in the waking state. For the last 1.5 hours, what was happening? Bhaja Govindam class, sir. Apada. You are established in the waking state. Now that you are fully established in the waking state, you dreamt, you had a dream last night. It's not that you didn't have a dream. With that full establishment in the waking state, imagine that you go back into the dream. Yogarato va, bogarato va, sangarato va, sangavihinaha. With that full understanding, you go back into the dream, yoga or boga in the dream. Company or without company in the dream will not make any difference to you. Why? Because deep down you know what? Deep down you know what? The subject and the object, the interactions between the subject and the object, all are mithya. All are mithya. You can say that. Why? Because with the full awareness that you are the waker, you are in the dream. That person has the privilege. What is that privilege? That person will have that privilege. Yogaratova. So whatsoever happens in the dream, that person is happy, happy, happy. Why happy, happy, happy? Because in the dream, Musk transferred his entire ownership of Tesla to you. Where? In the dream. Will you get excited? Will you get excited? You will laugh at it. You will laugh at it. It's even the little bit here and there, whatever you have, that also is swindled, wiped away. Will you sit and cry? Yoga or boga, sangaratova, sangavihinaha. You are happy, you are happy, you are indeed happy. Very beautiful verse where he talks about the glory and the beauty in which a life can be lived. And we are all qualified to live that lifestyle. We all can live that state. We all can get to that state. We all can live that life. It's not reserved only for a few. It's not that only a very few are blessed and rest are all cursed to suffer. Every single being, every single human being is designed to live that lifestyle, to live that life. Yogaratova, to live life with freedom. In order to live life with freedom, you have to earn that freedom. How do you earn that freedom? By living a by living a lifestyle of dharma. When you live a lifestyle of dharma, you earn that freedom. You can't grab that freedom. Carefully follow. You can't grab that freedom. You can't assume that you have that freedom already. Sir, I will do what I like to do, sir. Why can't I do? Suppose you are doing that anyway. No, what do you mean? Why can't I do? Who's stopping you? Can anybody stop you from doing what you want to do? Have you ever observed one human being is so helpless over the other? Because everybody does what they want to do, and you can only watch. You can only watch that cartoon show happening. Yeah, you can only watch that cartoon show. No. You live a disciplined dharmic life. That disciplined dharmic life, you deserve this freedom. You earn that freedom. You have to earn it. You have to deserve it. How? By living a dharmic life. By living a dharmic lifestyle. What is a dharmic lifestyle? Not according to what you think is dharma. Can't I decide, sir? You can't decide dharma. It is said already, you need to follow that. Can't I make my own constitution, sir? I'm a citizen of this country. Can't I make my own constitution? Citizenshipனால என்ன அர்த்தம்? What is meant by a citizen? You are bound by, you can't choose the constitution. You are bound by the constitution. Yeah. I know that when you change your citizenship, you give an undertaking that I obey this, isn't it? Similarly, human being means you are bound by dharma already. You can't say, as a citizen, I will choose my constitution. I don't agree to this. You can't say that. You need to follow dharma. And who tells you what dharma is? Shastram tells you. Tasmat Shastram Pramanam te. You follow that. You live that particular lifestyle. You mature. Looks like a long journey. Looks like nothing is going to happen today itself. Looks like nothing will happen, but you don't understand. The moment you change your conviction, transformation happens very fast. The change of conviction. A person who has done this, seeking inner transformation, matured, having transformed, you have this freedom. Yogarato va, bhogarato va, sangarato va, sangha ihina. And no point in talking about this glory all the time. What are all the sadhanas that has to be done? Glorification story is over. Hard stories is going to start. Yeah. Glorification stories is over. Hard stories is going to start. Bhagavad Gita, Kinchita Gita, all that is going to say. Antaram, oh my God, beautiful disciplines is going to come up with. Those disciplines will help you to get to this state, will help you to get to the state of freedom. But disciplines will take long time now, sir. Is there any fast tracking? Yeah. Is there any tatkal booking? Madre? Yeah. Ordinary queue la illama. Is there any tatkal booking possible, sir? Ordinary queue la போய் God பார்க்கறதுல ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். டிக்கெட் வாங்கிட்டு போயிடலாமா நாராயண்ஜி? You stand in the general queue only, isn't it? You stand in the general queue only and see and see God. Yeah. Ticket வாங்கினு you can go fast, but then you will sit in front of God with so much of ego and arrogance, thinking when are you going to, because the driver is calling you, saying, sir, Polaman, he is calling you. Now, who's deciding? The driver is deciding. Are you able to follow? When you live this lifestyle, it looks like a long path, etc. Is there by anything can we fast track it? Fast tracking means you have gotten greedy. Greedy means you are not seeking inner transformation. Are you able to follow? Whenever you want to fast track the growth, you have simply become greedy. You can't be greedy for inner transformation. I want to be greedy to get over greed, sir. Does it make sense? I want to be, I want to get lot of jealous so that I can get out of jealous, sir. I want to be angry so that I can get out of anger. Huh? How does it work? Therefore, Kuru Avadanam, he concludes Bhaja Govindam like that. Kuru Avadanam, Mahat, Kuru Avadanam, Mahat Avadanam. When we go there, we'll see that. Meaning, don't try to fast track it. Trying to fast track it is nothing but greed taken over. And don't misunderstand greed as mumukshatva Allah. Yeah, simple greed. Just greed. And greed, people think I have developed mukshatva, sir. I turn back and say, just greedy, that's all. They'll get very irritated. That's how I lose my contacts. I come and say, I have mukshatva. I'll say, you are greedy. Oh. Shankaracharya is saying that, no, what can I do? I am not saying that. I don't say anything by myself. If people come and ask me, what are you saying? I say, I don't know what to say. Yeah, I'm myself is utterly confused. I will not know what to say. Guru Avadanam, Mahad Avadanam. Means you can't, if you want to fast track it, you have just become greedy and you can't be greedy to get out of, you can't get greedy to get out of greed. Is it possible? I don't know. Palatur, முடியுமா அது? You can't be greedy to get out of greed. You can say, I'll stop becoming greedy. You can say, I will stop becoming greedy. Whenever it decides, let it decide. That's why the guru always checks whether people are greedy or not. இப்பெல்லாம் செக்கிங்லாம் கிடையவே கிடையாது. Everybody is, yeah, everybody is allowed entry into the medical college. Math தெரியாது, ஆனா he will be in the engineering college. இல்லையா? The fellow basic algebra will not be known, but will be in the engineering college. The fellow இல்லை என்னத்துக்கு மெடிக்கல் காலேஜில் போட்டா what will I do there? What will I do there? Because everybody thinks they can do everything. But here it's very clear. The Dharma comes and tells you very, very clearly. This is the way in which you need to, this is the way in which you need to, there are clear qualification processes established. Follow that, you become. And when sadhana comes, that's where we get very irritated. When discipline comes, we get very irritated, but we need to follow those disciplines. And whatever those disciplines are, we'll continue from the next week.